Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I am Amalgamash, and I just wanted to say a few words, give a sort of state of the union, a bit of my plans with the channel, and a bit of what to look out for here in the coming week or two, because things might get a little bit weird. First of all, thank you all very, very much, so much for your support over the years and here in recent times. I really do appreciate all of the support you give the channel, whether it's through just watching the videos or commenting on them or doing all of the YouTube stuff, liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. It feels disingenuous to bring that stuff up because everybody has to talk about liking and subscribing. It's how the algorithm works. It's how the algorithm knows that that video is worthy enough to continue to propagate. And when that message goes with it, other people like and subscribe, and that continues to push the channel and that video out and all of that. YouTube is a weird, ever-evolving, mysterious beast. And one of the things that it's currently doing is checking to see if people watch videos all the way through. So if you really want to help out the channel and you don't want to spend any money to do so, I hope that you can watch the video all the way through. If you start to watch it at all, watch it till the end. If you don't want to watch it, that's fine. You can get up and go make some coffee or do your laundry or dishes or whatever you want to do. Leave the video playing in the background. That actually helps out a ton. But if you can't be bothered to do that, please, please, please let me know what kind of content I can do that makes you want to sit and watch it all the way through or listen all the way through. But regardless of whether you do that or not, thank you. Thank you, because any support is better than none. If you do want to support the channel more directly, more immediately, unfortunately, ad revenue is pretty much, hey, Ash gets $1 for every 1,000 to 1,500 views he gets. You can do that. I've unlocked a couple of things on the channel that are now available to anybody. You can become a channel member, or you can do what's called a super thanks. A super thanks basically allows you to go to any video of your choosing, throw a dollar amount down, as was very kindly done by a viewer just recently, which blew my mind, and say, thanks for this video in particular. Here's a monetary reward. I'm not saying that that's going to influence the kind of content that I do, but I will definitely take into account any videos that get those kinds of super thanks. And I'll think about ways to continue doing content like that. Because if people are willing to appreciate it that much, it must mean that I'm doing something right. And I want to continue to do things right to grow this dream of mine. That's one way to do it. Memberships, channel memberships are another thing. You can pay a monthly fee and become a channel member, which gets you a couple of perks. You get a special badge by your name, which changes over time the longer that you're a member. And right now, that badge is a shield icon. It's the shield icon that I said people should have whenever they donate or whatever in chat, in streams. That is actually what it's for. It's for membership. So if you become a member and I am streaming, you'll have that shield next to your name to show that you are one of the supporters in that way. Now, another thing that you get is access to a list of emotes, a lot of which were kindly designed by Patchwork. Thank you, Patch, that you can use in the chat as well. Now, for streaming, which is what all that's for, I think you can use this stuff in the comments too of any video. But for streaming, I won't be able to do that for a while because my second monitor is fried. It is dead. I took it out back and buried it. So rip F in chat. I'm going to purchase a new monitor. It's not going to be anything fancy. In fact, I want it to be even smaller than the old one, but I do want it to be newer. The old one was actually with a computer that we got like at Walmart or something for like $300 or $400. It was everything's included in this box with this cheap PC that can't ever be upgraded. That will be useless after 2 weeks, sort of deal. So I got that monitor. It's been passed around everybody. It's like the town bicycle, and I finally ended up with it for my second monitor. And now it's toast. It's done. It's gone. So I can't stream because I'm not going to stream on one monitor. That is so much trouble. It is not intuitive to do. It sucks. So I'm not going to stream on one monitor, but I will use any and all donations and support that I get at this time to go towards the purchase of a new monitor. And I'm not going to go too fancy with it. I'm just going to get something that works, that's hopefully a bit future-proof, that's functional and helps me out. So thank you guys very much for the support in that manner. I also have, of course, as you know, a Patreon, but I visited my own Patreon, and I was shocked to see that it's really bland and boring, and it's hard to see what you actually get as a reward. This is what I've got going on right now. this is the new shirt design that is up for offer. If you are a Patreon member, a patron rather, for 3 months in the $10 tier, you get a shirt with this design. So this is just an artistic representation of me, Ash, and my mascot, my goblin, Nil Bog, and just sort of a representation of our dynamic. Yeah, I wanted to have a goblin mascot alongside Cornelius the Dragon, and she is going to debut in Ash and Nil, which is a game that I'm making in RPG in a Box. Just a casual, laid-back project to help me learn the engine better and to push out an actual RPG in a Box product. So, talking just a bit about the quality of Patreon merchandise, I only know about their cups and their shirts. And I'm going to make sure that I sample any of the products that I put out and test out the quality and stuff so I know that it's worth selling it. The cups, I can say, are great. The design that I got on my Ash mug looks great. The cup doesn't shrink no matter how many times you wash it. So that is a plus. If your cups shrink when you wash them, we might be talking about bras. But anyway, this is going to be on a shirt that is a polycotton blend. And the very last shirt that I did was a polycotton blend. I ordered it, I wore it to work, out, about, sweated, washed it many times. I still love the shirt itself, and the design is more ingrained than something that is typically screen printed. So the design has actually held up a lot better than so many screen print shirts have. It does have a little bit of like white pilling in places on the image, and I suspect that that's going to get worse over time, but it is perfectly visible. You can tell what it is, despite the DPI being low enough that the image itself was a bit warped once it was printed onto the shirt. But overall, I vouch for its quality, and I'm going to make sure that I select blends for the shirts going forward so that they continue to have quality and you can wear them and not worry about them shrinking up, exposing your midriff, or having the sleeves come up and allowing the armpit hair to fly, because I'm just not about any of that. So that does limit me a bit on the colors and stuff, but it does guarantee some level of quality that I think is great. The art is by Slimosine, who allows their art to be used commercially. They have a P-Crew character sprite portrait here, generator, that they have on P-Crew, and I will put a link in the description below if you want to check that out. I use this for a lot of things, so I want to thank Slimosine in this video for allowing their art to be used commercially. It is so nice to be able to go out, make something in this charming style, and distribute it as a sort of cover image. I'm using it for my character voice packs as well that I'm making, so thank you doubly to Slimosine for that. We've talked about how much I appreciate you guys' support. Here are the people who are currently patrons of mine. You guys are lovely. I don't care if you're supporting at the lowest tier, the highest tier. Thank you so much for the support you show the channel. Absolutely lovely people. If you want to have your name in this section, which shows up almost at the end of every single video, you just follow the link in the description below. You can become a patron for $1.50 a month. Now, the other thing is there's going to be some stuff coming up on the channel that might be a bit different from what I've been doing. Don't worry. Some of this is temporary while I explore. I'm doing some exploring. One of the things that I'm exploring is, we've talked about channel memberships. That actually allows you to have the badges, the emotes, and it allows you to see members-only videos. I'm not going to paywall any of my tabletop board game or video game playthrough content. I'm going to experiment with different things to put behind that membership paywall, though. And one of the things that I think would be best to put back there would be more slice of life, casual type vlogs, journeys out and about in the real world. You get to see what Ash does when he's not playing these games, these fantasy games, or embroiling himself in events like jams. So I've got a couple of videos out where I'm not out yet. They're being worked on, where I'm adventuring through bookstores, thrift stores, parks that I really like, things like that, talking about subjects I don't normally talk about on the channel because they're just a bit too casual. And if you want to see that sort of thing, absolutely become a member and see if you think that it's worth it. Again, don't worry. The stuff that you've come to know the channel for is not going to get paywalled. I'm not going to say, hey, you have to be a member to see that now, because that would be death. We're not going to do that. Another thing you might see is shorts. I'm trying to appeal to the shorts audience. If these show up in your feed, you don't have to watch them. They're just going to be short versions of videos that I already put up that you're likely already seeing and perhaps watching. If you are, thank you. If you are watching this short, hey, thank you anyways. I do appreciate that because that helps the short live on and get pushed out to more people. But the shorts algorithm and all that works on a completely different nerd basis than the regular YouTube algorithm. And when I make a short, it goes on the shorts platform and it becomes part of the giant doom scrolling machine that so many people experience while they're going through their shorts and TikToks and whatnot. So the hope is to cast a line out and pull back as many people who might be attracted to this sort of content, but they don't know about it because they don't peruse YouTube front page or however the hell they get to my channel. They just watch shorts. So shorts, that's a thing. That's an avenue. But anyways, don't worry if you see a bunch on the channel. It's not content that, it absolutely has to happen. That's going to be exclusive or distinct from my regular content. I have voice packs up and out. If you are a creator of RPGs, I am developing voice packs. I hope to have many, many, many more of these. I have a long list of characters with different accents and personalities that I'm going to try to emulate. People have been asking me to make voice stuff for a while. I figure why not try to capitalize on that finally. So the character voice packs. I've got 2 of them out right now. You've likely seen some advertisement for them on the channel. And I'm going to make, as I said, many more. So these are going to be perfect for anybody who needs voices for their game. Just simple voices like a ha, huh, hits, being attacked, defending, casting spells, things like that for their RPG. I'm going to have larger voice packs, which have me saying a much larger variety of things so that they can use it for more ambitious projects like MMORPGs, things like that. So like when you're walking around and you're trying to cast a spell, but you don't have a target, your character might need to say something like, I don't have a target. And that's the sort of voice line that I want to include in the mega voice packs. But for now, I've got smaller ones that I'm releasing. And that is pretty much it. I've talked about basically everything that I wanted to, trying to warn you of the kind of content you might see popping up on the channel. I don't want you to think that this is like the permanent road that I'm going to take. This is just me exploring and experimenting, which I finally have the time to do now that my HeroQuest jam is done. And congratulations to My Dad is Dracula for winning the grand prize, Guardian Knight, and the exclusive quest that I sent along with it. I do hope you guys will look forward to more events like that in the future, because even though it did wear me down, it was a lot of fun to start and get rolling. And when I was in the thick of things, it was awesome. So we will continue to do events like that, albeit with much less video content produced, I think, depending on the scale of the participants and the submissions themselves. Anyways, for those of you interested in HeroQuest content, I have another large HeroQuest project that I will be working on very soon. I think that people are going to enjoy it a lot. We'll find out. I won't spoil it, but I will give you a hint. Adventure. Anyways, that's it. Thank you very much. If you made it to the end of this video, I doubly thank you. It does mean a lot to me. Please comment anything you like to see down below. I will do my best to accommodate you. Just a couple of weeks ago, somebody asked for a Switches tutorial, and I made one that I tried to make as accessible as possible. And it actually took me a little bit longer than I thought it would because I wanted to make it more accessible. But it turned out to be really helpful. And it felt really good to answer a request like that. So if you have requests like that, please drop them down below. All of the content that I make is in response to what people want to see, as long as it's within that sort of fantasy and gaming realm. And there's so much in that realm. So thank you again. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, have a great rest of your day. Bye for now.